Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Digital.Flash.Fire. This is Dan. Today we have something not quite what I'd intended. I'd meant to get a video showing how to aim and start a series on where to aim on certain tanks. You're going to get a little bit of that today. You're going to get a clinic on where to shoot IS-3s and IS-3As because the top 5 tanks on the enemy team are IS-3s and they almost all go to the same place. The main point of this video, however, it is still going to be an instructional video. We're going to show you how to side scrape. This is the British Tier 8 Carnarvon, and you're about to get a clinic. So is the enemy team. As you can see, we're moving up. Now the point of side scraping is to use the tracks and side armor of your tank at a very steep angle to keep the enemy from shooting you. So if you look back here, the enemy is going to have a very hard time hitting much of the front of my tank. That's actually not a very good side scrape because I'm actually doing it from, as I zoom way the hell back. So from here, that's not a really good side scrape. So early on in the game, I'm expecting the enemy to come down this road, which none of them do, which is really unusual. Now, I really like this side on this map. I really enjoy it. Now, this is something I like to call levering, where I pivot without exposing much of my tank. Now, I've just been spotted. Let's go over here. And we will see if... And I can't. Okay. So from where the IS-3 is, okay, he's shooting at my tank, and he can see a little tiny sliver of my front. He can see my whole track, but that track, if you look at it, is going to absorb a ton of his firepower. Meanwhile, as I back out, I can see him just fine. Again, he's seeing a portion of my front, but he's seeing it steeply angled, and then I can immediately drive forward where all he can shoot is my track. And so I'm just going to rock back, take a shot, drive forward. And they can either hit the wall directly in front of me, and there's a shot into my tracks, and there's a shot into his tank. And I back out. And there's a shot into my track, or that actually hit somewhere on my hull. And no damage. Hit me in my tracks again. No damage. Hit me in my tracks again. Tracks, tracks. Look at all those shots hitting in my tracks. That is... I've taken no damage. I've been hit 7 times. Meanwhile, 8 times, no damage. So on the IS-3, you want to aim just below the nose peak. The lower front plate is very weak. Finally, a penetrating hit. Let's see where that hit. Right there. So just inside the tracks, which is a really good weak spot, by the way, especially on the lower plates. And I hit the IS-3A. And the IS-3 bounces off of me. I switch to premium, and boom, get the kill. But again, and now they're shooting APCR. They're shooting gold rounds at me. Another shot into the IS-3. Now, here's another thing to note. He is pointing down this way. So the pike nose on the front of his tank is actually flattening his armor. It looks like he's angled, but he really isn't. And I am just continuing to pound shots into these guys. And again, I've taken 2 damaging hits. One of them actually managed to defeat the side scraping. It got in through the side and did damage. Probably that. Then we have one here. Then we have a ricochet. But yeah, they're down 7 tanks already. I've got 2 of the kills. And as you can see, I took 14 hits from 122 caliber guns. Looks like one was actually from a T-32, so that's 105. But I took all those hits, 14 hits, and only 2 of them penetrated for less than half my hit points. While all that was going on, I scored 9 hits for 1,800 damage, and our team is up 10-2. So what you want to look to do when you're side scraping is and you don't want to over angle. Ideally, you want to have shots that get through your tracks hitting at a 70-degree angle so that they auto bounce off the side of your tank, unless they just overmatch your side armor. In reality, if you're anything close to 70 degrees, the multiplier on your armor is going to be so high that it doesn't matter. At this point, we're just farming damage on an apparently AFK KV-5. But you want to have them shooting into your tank at a very steep angle and with as little as possible of the front of your tank as visible as you can arrange. Now, if your turret is further back, you're actually going to have an advantage because you don't have to show as much of the front of your tank. Whereas so on like on the A44 or the Object 416, you can side scrape at such a steep angle that everything that doesn't overmatch your sides is going to auto bounce. On the other hand, with like the Tiger P with its extremely front mounted turret, you're not going to auto, you have to back up so far that half the front of your tank is exposed before your gun comes to bear. Or angle your side so far out that they can just blast away at you. So let's look at the result I got. I got Steel Wall, Fighter, or not Fighter, Fire for Effect, Duelist, Shell Proof, Brawler, and a second class Mastery Badge. So not fantastic, but not bad. Second on my team, 2,569 damage, actually first overall in experience with 1,012. 18 shots fired, 17 hits, only 12 penetrations. Shooting at IS-3s and IS-3As is not fun from the front. But if you manage your armor well, and the Carnarvon's not a spectacularly well-armored vehicle, you can get a great result. Alright folks, thanks for watching. You're going to see a lot more informative videos of this type where there's something I want to show you, where there's a skill that you can learn. Don't forget to like, subscribe, throw some comments our way. We really want to, we'd love to see more interaction with our fans. Thank you very much and have a good day.